where everyone is unique. We raise the bar, we're rising stars, so you're in for a treat. Kicking it with Kinnik. Kicking it with Kinnik.
Y'all got your popcorn, y'all got your sodas, you got your gummy bears, and we are about to kick off the first episode of Kicking It with Kinnik. If you have hung around with us, thank you so much. You know what? Again, we're going to trust the energy of things happen how they're supposed to. We're phenomenally excited that Miss Butler is here, and we are going to bring her on with us. The incomparable, we call her royalty, casting royalty, Miss Leah Daniels Butler is in the building. Yes.
Hey, you guys. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Can y'all hear me?
We can. We can.
Please
Yes,
forgive.
we
I'm so
can.
sorry. Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry. Should I turn this a different way? Should my camera be turned a different way?
Yeah, I think if you can turn it probably one, right now there we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Wait, hold on. Shoot. Bear with me, y'all. I'm sorry. I was on at 4:30 and I didn't see you, and I'm like, well, am I on at the? Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out, y'all. I was at my
It's
office.
okay.
I was situated, and then when I got on at 4:30, I didn't see you. I'm like, well, is it 4? It said 7:30. I'm like, well, maybe she's 7. I just got so turned around. I said, well, I put 4:30 on my calendar, but yeah. Anyway, I'm here. So how y'all
It is
doing?
okay because let me tell you something. This was a perfect opportunity for my kids, right? I am training them that in show business, you have to be ready for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be ready to change on a dime. You have to be ready to still show up as the professionals that you are. So I believe wholeheartedly that this was intentional because there's nothing like learning in real time,
I
and they're learning in front of
know.
the world.
And actually that's a good lesson, but the thing is that I was stationary, and so now I'm driving in a
It
car, and so
is
I
okay. And guess
all
what? The
right.
show goes
Okay.
on.
Okay.
We are excited to have you. And so we are going to allow our Raja Bear, Raja Lee, is ready to introduce you and let the world know how incredible you are before we get a chance to chop it up with you. You ready,
Today,
Raja Bear?
I'm ready, and I'm ready as I can be. Okay. Today, on our first episode of Kicking It with Kinnik, we have casting queen Leah Daniels Butler. You know how Coach Guy is the child whisperer? Well, Leah Daniels is the talent whisperer behind stars like Gabore Sidibe from Precious and has cast major hits like Coming to America, Empire, and The United States vs. Billie Holiday. Slay Queen! She's also won awards, earned Variety magazine honors, and is a fierce voice for diversity in Hollywood. And just like the Stars in Sky family, she has lots of stars in her family because her brother is the one and only Academy-nominated director, Leah Daniels. Let's give a huge welcome to casting royalty, Queen Leah Daniels.
Yeah.
Yes. That was an amazing introduction. I only had listen. That was amazing. You are just so super talented. You're so cute. I mean, listen. I think you are going to go a long way. Your voice is just your personality. Everything is top notch. Top
Thank
notch.
you so much.
I have. You are so welcome. I have one suggestion. My full name is Leah Daniels Butler,
Okay.
and it is and I only say that because in this business a lot of times people will shorten things or or mispronounce names, and it's important, especially as for us, to make sure people understand from the very beginning when you have a name that's either difficult to remember or long, that they should, people should get it right. So
Absolutely.
I just want to let you know you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction.
You're welcome, Miss Leah Daniels Butler.
You can call me Miss Leah. You can call me Miss Leah for sure.
Okay, Miss Leah.
She learns quickly. She learns quickly. That
Yes,
is
she does.
our youngest bear, Miss Raja Bear. So great job, sweetheart. So again, we are thrilled to have you, Miss Leah Daniels Butler. These kids have been from the moment. So actually, you were our first yes. You were our first yes. So it's beautiful that you are on the first episode because you gave us so much momentum in
Awesome.
the planning process.
Awesome.
So
I'm excited to be the first guest. Hopefully, I'm
yes.
setting the bar at a good standard.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So we will let Miss Nia Johnson take it away.
Thank you, and wonderful job, Raja. That was a perfect intro. And hello, Miss Leah Daniels Butler. It is such an honor to have you. Thank you for joining us today. Despite all the tech issues, it's so great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, Miss Leah, actors want to know, has there ever been a time where you booked an actor for a role, but then you received an audition from another actor for the same role that was just absolutely fantastic, and they ended up getting the role instead? If this has happened to you, what did that actor do that was so amazing that it made you shift your focus to them?
That's great.
Thank you.
Um, so, if you said if this has happened to me, what? Now, what was the second part of
I
that?
know I was going a little fast. What did the actor do that was so amazing that it made you shift your focus to them? Like what in their audition was so captivating?
Um, well, here's the thing. It we never once an actor is booked, the actor is booked, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Unless the actor does something that that uh, will um, that will if the role is cut. Well, obviously the role wouldn't be cut if we're replacing them. If something happens where the actor gets sick, maybe, or if uh, something happens and the actor is not performing the way producers or the director want them to, then you will replace the actor. Has there been a time where tapes have come in right before we were about to cast a performer and we were like, oh my, like we had who we thought was going to be the choice, and then a tape comes in late and we're like, ooh, this might change things? Yes,
Uh-huh.
100%. It happens quite a bit. It actually happens quite a bit. So
Really?
yeah, for sure. Because, sometimes you're down to the wire and you have a certain time to cast a role. And so when you're there, you're like, okay, we have like this actor has to be on set. He has to be in costumes. Like there's so many other departments that are relying on the actor to be there. So, you have to, there's a timing issue. So I think what'll happen is, as that's happening, as we're planning for something like that, the decision has been sort of made. Obviously, tapes are still coming in, especially if it's someone that I've been waiting on, an audition I've been waiting on, and I'm like, oh, I just want to see it. Let me just see what it looks like. And I see what it looks like, and I'm like, ooh, okay, well, here we go. This is happening in the 11th hour. With somebody's gonna, but it happens. But I always feel like no matter what, whoever is supposed to be on set at that time will be there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I understand
Yeah,
that.
that
Yeah,
that is a philosophy I believe in wholeheartedly. That what is for you is for you. The
absolutely.
process to get there sometimes may look like this, but it always ends up working out just how it's
Supposed
supposed to.
to
So
be, for
I
sure.
love that. I love that Nia asked that question so the actors that are watching can get to hear that. And you know what? I want to piggyback off of that because what I want actors to take from that as well is never get so relaxed, okay, and so comfortable that you think for whatever reason you have it in the bag. Do
Oh,
the
for sure.
work until you wrap. on set.
Yeah.
So don't ever take it for granted that something is yours, because there was somebody more hungry than you. There's somebody more committed than you. There's somebody else that's going that extra mile and taking that extra step because they want it more. So don't ever get so comfortable that you stop doing the work and you allow somebody that's hungrier than you to take your job.
And
Let's be
Right.
clear.
and
Let's be clear.
sometimes it's about that. Sometimes it's about, like, someone you want to stay, there are instances people are committed and dedicated and all the things that you just mentioned. But I also think that sometimes it literally is just timing. It has nothing to do with that. It's just this person came in and just feels better for this role. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not even
Absolutely.
about being complacent. It's just being, all you can do is do your best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Know
Mhm.
that you've done your very best. And once you've done your very best, it's out of your hands. As long as you know
Yes.
that you've done it is the best that you can, it's
Yeah.
out of your hands. And that's what, the unfortunate part of, this business is. You may think that you've done a great job, and your job wasn't, you did do a good job, but there's just somebody else that the producers resonated with better. It has nothing to
Yes.
do with your
Yeah.
performance. It's just someone else that they preferred.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes. Yes.
sometimes the hardest part is letting go after you've done it, especially if you loved your performance.
Hmm.
Like, you keep thinking about it. So it's really hard to just release it and be like, I
Yeah.
did my job. Let's just see what happens.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For sure.
That's about trusting, though, and you can only do that though if you've done the work.
Yeah.
One thing I've seen, and I know because I started in this industry as an actress, sometimes talent will let being good stop them from being great. And
Hmm.
that's what I mean by doing the work, is not being so complacent, knowing that you are good, that you stop working on your craft and stop developing yourself and just kind of get on autopilot. Don't let being good stop you from being great, because being great is what careers are made of, and being consistent is what careers are
Absolutely.
made of. So,
Absolutely.
um, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Awesome, Nia. Did you have another question,
I
sweetheart?
did actually. So my second and final question is, I've noticed that for teenage actors, it can be quite difficult to book roles, mainly because productions often prefer to book adult actors, due to like, I'm sorry,
The labor
I don't have
laws,
but
child labor
thank you.
laws.
Thank you. My brain's
Yeah,
leaving me. Due to like
it's
child
okay.
labor laws, and so I've noticed it can be quite difficult because like even in my own experience, because usually I go for roles that are between like 15 and like a young 18, and there have been so many times where I audition, I do great, and not saying that the role was for me, but I do see that it ends up going to someone who's in like their early 20s. So my question for you, Miss Leah, is what can teen actors do to, give ourselves more opportunities and to make ourselves stand out so we can get these opportunities despite these limitations?
Here's the thing. There's nothing that you're going to be able to do like differently
Okay.
in terms of your performance, because if production needs um a certain amount of hours out of this performer, then they're
Mm-hmm.
going to always hire someone that is either emancipated or legal 18 to play younger if they need someone to play younger. It just
Okay.
depends on the production.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you're if you want to stay true to your age and play those ages, then you're going to obviously have to go out for shows that are more, young adult children's programming,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where they're not going to have those restrictions on how many, because they'll have teachers on set, because there'll be more than one minor. But you have to understand, if you're working on a production where, even though technically they're supposed to be high school, you know what I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
know that they're going to be long hours. They're going to need to get as many hours out of that performer as possible. So they're going to get a performer that's older to play younger.
Okay.
So honestly, I don't know that there's anything that you can really do specifically that will change that outside of emancipation.
And I'm not trying to do that. So
Yeah. So I think that you would have to stick to certain programming, certain networks that are okay with that, are okay with having sort of true to age performers where they realize, okay, if you're this, because at a certain age, I think, you can get up to 6 to 8 hours of work, but I think you have to be a certain age to get that.
yeah.
But then you still have to have a parent on set. You still have to so there's all these different things that that cost production, uh, just ups production costs. If you have to have teachers, if you can only work a certain hours, then that means that, okay, we only are able to get this amount of scene, and if you have a lot of dialogue, it's just too bad we can't get to your scene. We have to pick that up in another day. So unfortunately, that's just the lay of the land. But the good thing is that there's so many other programs, like you have all these other children's programming that you can be a part of until you turn 18.
That's very true. That's very true.
But I feel like that is a good answer, Ms. Daniels Butler, that they can is to start kind of zoning in on more children's programming. So I think that's a great answer. That's a great strategy. So that's very helpful actually for me as a coach who also want to advise my youngsters who are in that range, who find it, a little challenging when it comes to that. I think that's actually a really good strategy. So thank you. I thank you for that.
And someone just literally made a comment. Someone named Just Her Honey said, "No doubt you'll be in your 20s playing a teen yet." You will.
Yeah.
Listen,
You will.
on All American, we had some 30-year-olds playing high school.
Listen, I love All American. I love All American. I would love to be All American.
You know what I mean? So just know it happens. But the good thing is, you age out. You will eventually you will come into that young adulthood where you're crossing those lines, and it's hard to make that transition, especially when you are a child actor and people have seen you as a child actor for so long, and now you want to transition into older and more mature roles. So listen, stay a child actor as long as you can, and because that's longevity. There's longevity there.
That is
absolutely
really good advice. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Really is.
You're welcome.
Great advice. Great advice. So we are done with the first half of the show, and I want to say to the people that have joined us through either Nia's live or Raja's live, we are about to bring our other two phenomenal co-hosts to the stage. So you might want to, if you're not already following myself, acting coach Sky. Is that my name? Yes, acting coach Sky. Follow me so you can go into the live and you won't get cut off, because we definitely don't want you to miss the last half. We have some juicy tidbits coming up next. So is there anything, Raja or Nia, you guys want to say before you welcome your fellow star family to the stage?
Yes. I just want to say thank you, Miss Leah Daniels Butler, for being here today. And even though you're driving and stuff, just you taking your time to be here today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. I've been waiting this whole night. And this entire day I've been like, okay, when is the live gonna start? I want to meet Miss Leah Daniels.
Thank you, sweetheart. It's so
You're
good
welcome.
to meet you too.
Yes, I just wanted to say again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to just be here and give us advice. And like I said, despite all the technological difficulties, it was just wonderful getting the chance to talk to you, and you were honestly such an inspiration. Again, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful evening, and
You as
keep
well,
up the
Miss
good
Leah.
work. All righty.
All right.
Bye, you guys.
Okay, bye.
You
Thank
guys
you.
are amazing.
Thank you so much, Miss Leah.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm so glad the world is getting to see my stars and getting to see what I see, how absolutely incredible they are. They did the work, you guys. They did the work to be here, and it's just beautiful to see them shine And hey, there's my handsome boy.
Hello, that is me.
Hey, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm going to bring Harper on as well. If you want to say hello to Miss Leah Daniels Butler.
Where is she?
Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. You know what? We may have lost her. I was trying to bring Harper on, so I couldn't see. That's okay. I'm sure she'll be back. She was driving, so she probably had. Hey, baby.
Hey,
You
Harper.
look you look adorable.
Thank you.
I love your colors and stuff.
Thank you. Thank you. It was all picked
So,
out by the mastermind.
you said what, baby?
It was all picked out by the mastermind. You.
Oh my God, who would that be? Oh my God. Listen, so we'll talk about that a little bit until Miss Leah Daniels Butler comes back. And uh-oh, you know what? It's showing her as still here. So hang on one second, y'all. So what I may have to do, let's figure it out. Let's see. We had this happen before. So Harper, um, let's see if you go off for now and come back. If it'll kind of reset and allow me, because it's saying that I can only have 3 co-hosts, so it's still reading Miss Daniels as being here.
Okay.
So let's see what happens if you go off, and let me see what happens, and I'll tell you when to come back, baby. Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye,
See you in a
baby.
second.
Only for a moment. Only for a moment. So proud of my stars. So proud of my babies. Hey, Lonnie. So just incredibly proud of the work that they've done and getting on here in front of the world. Yes, baby, you can join back. This should clear things up, Josiah, so you can come back on, sweetheart. And hopefully that will clear the way for Miss Leah Daniels Butler. Okay, my baby's back. Y'all enjoying kicking it with Kinnik? Yay! We are enjoying doing it. Yes, there's that handsome face. There's
I'm
that handsome
back.
face. You're back. So, you know what? We're going to figure it out, because that's what we may need to do every time, is do a part 1 and part 2 and maybe just restart it and let everybody come back in, and maybe that'll clear up any, we'll see. We are figuring it out as we go. So I'm sure she'll be coming back, because she knows she has some other incredible talent to talk to. Let's see where Harper Bree is. I think I saw her. I'm loving your on air sign.
Thank
I
you.
need that in my life and stuff. I need this, Harper Bree. I need that in my life.
I was just looking for something to light up the room, and I was like, oh, yeah,
No,
this
I
is it.
love that. I think it's perfect. Hey, babe. Hey, boo. Hey. Hey, honey. So we are going to keep the party going until Miss Leah Daniels Butler can join us. I saw the beautiful palm trees, so I know she was riding. I do know in LA sometimes it gets super sketchy, especially if you're going over the in the canyons. So, which is like, if you ever lived in LA, it's like the bridge between the valley, what we call the valley, and like Beverly Hills kind of area. So it's like something that people travel a lot. But so far, so amazing. What did you guys think of the first half of the show?
Raja and Nia were amazing.
Yes, they were.
They did a great job.
The
So
energy
what did you
was
get
there.
out of it, Harper? What did you get out of the first segment that kind of helped you, or Josiah, that you feel was like, okay, this is insightful?
Seeing that when you're on set, I don't do this a lot, but I will account myself as guilty. I've been on set before and I've been close to the end and I'm like, all right, I got this. Now I've got this in the bag. But it's like you can't do that. You have to keep going until the end. And As I said, I've counted myself as guilty. I've done it at least once or twice. That's a fact.
Okay.
But I now realize that like you have to go through forward 100%, 110% the entire way through.
Mm. Does any of that sound familiar to you, Harper?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What she puts yes, okay. Why does that sound familiar to you, Harper?
You know, I always think like I got it in the bag. I got this. Like it's okay to be confident, but like still do the work. It's okay to be confident, but still do the work.
Yes.
So
And that
definitely.
is why I'm so I just never let up on you guys, because I don't ever want you to be good. I don't ever want you to feel like, oh, I'm good. I got this. Absolutely not. Right? That good is just the foundation of being basic. And where they do that at? Not
Not
on
here.
Stars and Sky, let's be clear. So we do the work because you guys are naturally talented, but that is not what careers are made of. Careers are made of consistent work, doing work that, hang on one second, y'all. We got people, hold on. Sorry. I might need another little moderator. All
Ooh,
right.
get Nia up in
Um,
here.
what'd you say, honey?
I said, get Nia up in here.
Okay, I know, right? I gotta figure that out because I'm such not a technology person. I shouldn't say that. That's not an excuse because it's 2024. And we're supposed to be well versed in all this stuff, but I am just, I'm learning. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. So we're hoping that Miss Leah Daniels Butler will be rejoining us. You know what? Let me say another thing that I really love that she did, and it's learning in real time. While it can feel uncomfortable in the moment, it is such an amazing teacher. And the elevation that you learn by something actually happening and you guys having to experience it takes you eons in comparison to just hearing Coach Scott talk about it, right? You hear me talk about it and I try to prepare you as much as I can, but it's nothing like living it, being on set, the experiences and the things that happen. But what I like about what she did, because names can get tricky, right? Hers wasn't necessarily tricky, but I love that she showed you guys it's okay to make sure you're being addressed in the way that you want to be addressed or in the proper way. Um, so I love that that happened because I always want to empower you guys to own all of who you are, right? Whether it be your name, whether it be anything about you that makes you unique. I always want you guys to own your present and be okay with taking up space and being okay with how amazing you are. So I'm glad that happened. The chat is popping off. Oh, Raja Lee said that was really good for you. Raja, we're so proud of you, honey. That was you did phenomenal, sweetheart. You did
Definitely.
phenomenal. And you adjusted in the moment. So sweetheart, that was wonderful. What did they say? Let's see here. Oh, thank you. You guys have been awesome. Thank you, Stars and Sky family, for showing up. Thank you for sticking around for us babies. Or not us babies. I ain't a baby. I wish I was a baby, but I ain't. She ain't. I wish I was a young girl. No, no, I don't actually. But sticking around for my babies, and supporting them. Right. This is a learning and a growing process. For all of us. I did kicking it with Kinnik 2 years ago. I didn't do it last year, but I did the year before last. It was great, and I just felt that it was the perfect opportunity for my stars who had been studying with me for quite a while, had been doing the work. They deserved an opportunity to explore other facets of their careers. Like it's more than just being an actor, like being able to speak publicly, host a show. So I really appreciate you guys sticking around for that. We hope, let me check my messages here, that she will, I'm sure she's trying to get back to us. Hold on.
Also, I love that background, Miss Sky. It's amazing.
You do? Thank you,
Yes.
baby.
It's
You're
popping.
welcome. Yes.
Thank you, baby. Hold on.
I love the
Those are my
giant.
actual shows.
The giant
Hang on. Those are actual my shows. So that's my show Sunday morning. That's the first show I ever wrote, produced, and directed.
Ooh.
And it was actually nominated for 7 NAACP Theater Awards and won 3. So the crazy thing is, the first thing that I ever wrote, I won Best Female Lead Actress for. I was nominated for Best Playwright and won Best Female Lead Actress.
Ooh.
So yeah, yeah. So I know, right? Crazy. So that was insane. So to date, I've been nominated for 11 NAACP Theater Awards, and I've won 7 for my various shows
Wow.
in the theater. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. So
phenomenal.
That's
I don't,
that's
you know,
amazing. Like,
it is.
snaps for you. Snaps.
Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely amazing because like acting coaching, that was never a part of my journey. Like that was in my mind. But when I moved to LA, I just wanted to create work for myself. So I just wrote a show in 4 days. I wrote that show in 4 days.
Slay.
And a year later, 7 NAACP nominations. So you know, I for me, with you guys, it's just about you guys being fearless to try something. You could try something new and it not be your thing. Or you could try something new and it could be amazing and life-changing for you, right? But you have to try. You have to be fearless and you have to try. And so that's what I love about the culture that we're creating at Stars in the Sky. We're not waiting on the phone to ring. Like when our phone rings, we got to check our schedule and see if we're clear because we got so many other amazing things
Yeah.
going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I'm really proud of you guys for your quick and easy yes, and even being a part of Stars in Sky. I
Yes.
really
And I'd like to say something. You've definitely taught us to take risk. That has been some of your major things. Take risks. You don't know if it would be good or not. You never know if that could be the reason you book a role. That risk
absolutely
you take.
Make yourself remembered.
yes.
Yes. Book the room.
Yes.
Book the
Yes.
room. Be
Book the
remembered.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
room.
Let's be clear. I love it. So I did reach out to Miss Daniels. I'm going to see if I get a response. Hang on. If I get a response, because I know she knows to communicate with me via email as well. But if not, I'm sure that I will be able to talk to her and we maybe figure something else out. Because I definitely want you guys to have the opportunity to talk to her, right?
Right.
You guys did your research. Well, let's talk about that a little bit because in doing your research, you were very excited about something, Josiah. What was that?
Okay. So I did skip a few parts. If you have watched it, there is a little bit of stuff. I skipped a lot of parts. I watched Fight Night, and let me tell you, it was mind blowing. It had me hooked on the first like 2 minutes of it. At first I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to watch something by Miss Leah, see what I can do, see how she cast and how well she can do her job. So I'm watching Fight Night. I'm like first 30 seconds in, I'm like, oh, okay, but how does that happen? Then it keeps on going, then it keeps on going. We're at 2 minutes. I'm already looking at the screen like like days. It was that interesting. And then I got me some food. I was eating popcorn while watching.
I
It was
love it. I love it. I
amazing.
don't even think I told you guys this, but I had the opportunity to watch the first ever screening of Fight Night with the cast. In Martha's Vineyard, the film festival this summer. as I was going to the film festival, do some networking and stuff, I was literally there with the cast watching Fight Night. Taraji P. Henson, Don Cheadle, Chloe Bailey. Yeah, I was right there with them. And I haven't even posted it yet. It was so many amazing things that I did this summer that I have not had a chance to post. But yes, I did do that.
Auntie
So
Sky, you
that's
gotta
pretty
tell
cool,
us
huh?
these things. We're your children. You gotta tell us these
I
things.
know, y'all. Let me tell you
You
something. I'm gonna just say God is so good, and my life moves so fast, and I get so many amazing opportunities, and I'm working on so many things that a lot of times lately I've been slipping on my recap of all the amazingness of So I that as well as with Sanaa Lathan's new project, their whole cast. I watched their first showing of the new film that they have. I forget what network it's in, but it was a pretty amazing summer. It was a pretty amazing summer. So yeah. So you know what? Just in case Miss Leah Daniels Butler is not able to rejoin us tonight, we want to have our brain of the group.
Ooh, yes.
Josiah Howard Tobia join us. And since Miss Butler is not here yet, Harper, you can stay and there's room for all of
Oh,
us. So we'll
wait.
make sure. Oh, okay, go ahead, baby.
So sorry for interrupting, but are me and Harper still gonna do it?
It.
It.
It. The
It.
it.
I
The
think
it.
is me and Harper still gonna do sure. Later on?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Why would we not? Yeah, why
Okay.
would we not?
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Okay. Good.
I love that y'all are excited. I love it. All right, Harper, do you want to bring Josiah on?
Of course. Okay. I would love to introduce Josiah Howard Tobia, our young star that has autism. He was an executive producer on his own TV pilot, Intelligence, that he also starred in. It premiered at the Bronzeville Film Festival in Atlanta. I played his best friend, which was easy because we're already friends. Okay. He always entertains us with random facts, so we knew he would be perfect for our Did You Know segment. Now, let's bring on Josiah.
Josiah Howard Tobia.
Yeah.
He's so adorable. That's our young executive producer. He gave us all jobs this past year. Hey, baby.
Josiah.
Hi,
How are you,
hi guys.
sunshine?
Hi guys. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
baby, we can hear you.
Hi guys. I'm just so excited, and it's so great to be here. Hi, Coach Sky.
Hey, baby. How are you,
Hi,
honey?
Harper. I'm good.
You
Oh my
good,
gosh.
sweet?
Hi, Josiah. Yeah, hi,
Hey,
Josiah.
Josiah.
Ooh.
So, Josiah, so give them some insight on. So, Harper mentioned that you just happen to have autism. While it doesn't define you, it gives you some superpowers. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Oh, Sean. Comments are coming in. Let's read a few.
No,
Sean's comment
let's
says,
say
"Hi, Josiah."
so. Just Josiah. So let's not read the comments because they can be a little distracting and throw us off our game. So let's just talk about the autism a little bit and why that makes you so amazing.
Okay.
Why does autism make you amazing, honey? Tell us about that. Why do you know so many amazing facts?
Because it's like a superpower, and let me tell you guys something. I was nonverbal until I was like for about 5.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. I
This
think
is
Yeah.
your mom feels like you're making up for it though. Do you think your mom feels like you kind of make
Oh, I definitely make up for it because but I definitely make up for it because I used to be nonverbal. So, and now you cannot get me to stop talking. I'm a talkie box. Yeah, you cannot get me to stop talking until I go to sleep.
Oh, well. Do you adhere to your bedtime? Do you go to bed when you're supposed to?
On the weekends I can stay up a little bit, but on weekdays, I go to bed at my actual time, and my bedtime is 8:30. So
It's 8:30. Good stuff, baby. So listen, I know you happen to be a super fan of Michael Jackson. Is there any fun facts about Michael Jackson that you want to share with the audience?
yes.
Okay, have at it. What do you want us to know about your superhero?
So one, um, at a 1993 interview, Oprah had literally made fun of his vitiligo, and he almost broke down crying too. So I just want to say, Oprah, if you
No, no.
all right, just calm down,
Josiah.
calm down. It's a good thing that it's a good thing that you guys stopped me, because if I had said what I was gonna say, I would have roasted her so hard she would have lost her. No.
That's our Josiah. That's
Yes.
him.
Yes. You see our side of Josiah.
I have a fact about him.
Okay.
Okay. So a fact is, would you like to know how Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones met?
Yes, please.
Sure.
All right. So when they were on the set with The Wiz, you know the movie The Wiz? Well, him and Quincy Jones, they actually met on set.
On set of The Wiz for the first time?
Yes, that's when they met. Then they started recording together, and they eventually became best friends. He helped him record Thriller. He helped him record Bad, Dangerous, History.
Oh, that's amazing. So
Yeah, all
was
those
Quincy
classics.
Jones the producer of all of his albums?
I think he helped on, for Bad and Dangerous and History, they recorded at MJJ Studios, but Quincy Jones actually met Michael there. See, I'd say they met. He recorded on all of his albums.
That's amazing. That is amazing. So Josiah, if you don't know anything about autism, it actually makes these kids pretty amazing. They have these special gifts with being able to remember facts, and oftentimes they delve way deeper than the average person. So as you see, he always has a lot of insight for us, and sometimes it takes us off guard. And that is what we absolutely love about him. And so that's why his segment is called, what is your segment called, baby?
My favorite what?
What is your segment? The segment of this show, what is it called?
Oh, it's called Hey, Did You Know?
Yes.
It's called Hey, Did You Know?
Hey, did you know? So Josiah's segment is Hey, Did You Know, which is his own segment for him to give us some random facts. And so sometimes you just never know. You got to be prepared. So thank you, Sugar Plum. That was awesome. And yeah, we love you. We love you to life. That is our Josiah Bear. That is our Josiah Bear. That is our Josiah. So I think that we may go ahead and wrap it up, you guys. Again, thank you for understanding. Oh, he left. I didn't want him to leave, but it's okay. So, Josiah and well, we got two Josiahs. If that's confusing to anybody, we got Josiah 1. We say Josiah 1 and Josiah 2. This is Josiah 2, and so I'm gonna make sure you guys get a do-over with your questions for Miss Leah Daniels Butler. Okay, how about that? All right, you
Okay,
guys.
that's fair.
So, great job, everybody. Great job, Nia. Great job, Raja, Harper, everybody. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. We took the licking and kept on ticking, baby. And listen, through it all, we have each other's back. We're growing, we're learning, and I'm just super stoked for you guys. So, anything you guys want to leave everybody with before we do our first official sign off of episode 1 of Kicking It with Kinnik?
Okay, Harper,
You ready?
are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you
I asked
ready?
I asked first.
All right, fine. I'm ready, but are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all
All
so
right.
silly.
This this is something me and Harper, actually all of us, every single one of the stars that under Coach Sky's lead, we've heard this almost every second of the day. It's probably going through all of our minds on reset.
Good.
She says it after every single thing we do. She says, "You guys ready?"
Y'all
Not
setting
even
us up like you about to give an Oscar speech or something, boy. Go ahead.
this is an Oscar speech.
Okay.
I'm
ready.
saying this when I get my Oscar.
My
I'm
kid.
saying this when I get my Oscar.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it.
All right. Not even the sky is the limit.
When there are footprints on the moon.
That's right, my babies, because there are no limits. You dream big, you work hard, you can achieve anything that it is that you set your mind to. Go big or go home. Your greatness exists on the other side of your fears. Have faith like it's up to God and work like it's up to you.
You.
Anything that you want to do, you can do it if you're willing to work for it. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for supporting our first episode of Kicking It with Kinnik. I love all of my Stars and Sky family, all of the ones that chimed in tonight, that stuck around with us and worked through it with us. This is show business, baby.
Yeah.
Anything that can happen will. But let me tell you something. My babies know how to pivot on a dime. Okay, they know how to switch it up real quick because they are ready.
Yes.
They do the work, so they are ready. I love y'all so much. Bye, my babies.
We love you.
Great job tonight.
Bye.
Episode 1, we in there. We did it. We did it. We did it. Bye, y'all. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. Next week is a special episode. We will be dressed for Halloween. I don't think we're going to give our theme away. And are we ready to announce who our next guest is, or are we just going to let the commercial drop later? Are we going to say it or let the commercial drop?
Commercial
Okay.
drop. Commercial drop.
Don't let the commercial drop. We're excited about our guest next week. Next week, you guys, is the only week that it's Wednesday instead of Thursday. We figured y'all might want to trick or treat or something on Thursday. So Wednesday night will be the only, next week will be the only time we'll hop on Wednesday. We will be dressed as the family we are. Thank y'all. Have a great night, y'all.
Kicking it with Kinnik.